Hello, boys and girls. Today we will be going over Math Lesson 12. In this lesson, we will be learning how to add two-digit numbers. Isn't that exciting? We already know how to add two-digit numbers when we just are changing one of the place values. Let me show you an example. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3. 53 plus 10. 53 plus 10 equals, let's think about this. Let's look at just the tens place. 5 tens, 1 10. What is 5 tens plus 1 10 going to be? It's going to be 6 tens, like in 63. The ones place is the same in 53 and 63 because we didn't add any ones in our second part, which was 10. It only had a number in the tens place. Let's keep going with our lesson today. Today, we will be adding numbers in both places, the tens place and the ones place. You will be learning how to do problems like 35 plus 42, 24 plus 51, 18 plus 62, and 55 plus 43. If those numbers look a little scary, that's all right. We'll work this out together. Let's look at a problem and talk about it. The first example problem we are going to do is 25 plus 12 equals blank. What's a strategy that we could use to solve this problem? Well, we can draw a picture. Great idea. Let's try it. 1, 2 tens. 2 tens for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ones for the ones in 25. Great job. Now let's draw the 12. 1 10 and 2 ones. Now we've drawn 25 and 12. Let's combine our tens first and see what we get. 2 tens, 1 10. That's going to equal 3 tens. Now let's look at our ones. We have 5 ones in 25 and 2 ones in 12. What is 5 plus 2? That's going to be 7. We have 3 tens, 7 ones. What's that answer? 37. Great job. Let's try it another way. How else can we do it? We can break apart the numbers. Great idea. Let's try. If we break apart 25 into tens and ones, it will be 20 and 5. And if we break apart 12 into tens and ones, it will be 10 and 2. Let's combine our tens first. 20 plus 10 equals 30. Next, let's combine our ones. 5 plus 2 equals 7. Then we can combine our tens whole and our ones whole, and we'll get our total whole. 30 and 7 combine to be 37. And that is our answer. 25 plus 12 equals 37. Great job. Is there another way that we can do it? We can break apart just one number. Great idea. Let's try it. This time, let's leave 25 alone, and we're just going to break apart 12. If we break apart the 12, it's really simple, especially because we already did it. We know that it's going to be 10 and 2. 10 because there's a 1 in the tens place, representing just 1 10, and there's a 2 in the ones place, representing 2 ones. So let's bring our 25 down. And which one should we start with? Let's start by adding the tens to the 25. 25 plus 10 equals 35. We can figure that out just by counting 10 more onto 25, or we just need to change the 1 place in the tens place. Next, we need to bring our 35 down, because we're not done with it, and add the 2 to it. That's the ones. 35 plus 2 equals 37. And 37 is our answer. Great job. Each strategy got us the same answer. We can draw a picture, we can break apart the numbers, and we can break apart one number. And no matter which way we do it, we got the correct answer. Let's move on with those example problems I showed you in the beginning of the video, and see if we can now solve them with one of those strategies. 35 plus 42. Which strategy should we use first? We can draw a picture. Great idea. Let's try. 35 plus 42 equals blank. Let's draw out 35 first. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Plus, now we need to draw out 42. How many tens do I need to draw for 42? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tens means 40. Great job. How many ones for 42? 2 ones. Great job. 1, 2. 35 plus 42. I've drawn them out. Now let's just combine our tens. 3 tens, 4 tens, 3 tens plus 4 tens is going to equal 7 tens. Notice how I spaced them out into 5 groups. I did 5 of my tens first, then a space, and 2 more to make it very easy to tell that there are 7 tens. Now let's add our ones. 5 ones, 2 ones. What is 5 and 2 going to be? 7 ones. If I have 7 tens and 7 ones, what is my answer to 35 plus 42? If you said 77, you would be correct. Next problem. 24 plus 51. What strategy should we use this time? We can break apart the numbers. Great idea. Let's do it. 24 plus 51 equals blank. Let's break apart 24 first. 20 for the tens place. And what about the ones place? 4. Easy. Now let's break apart 51. What number is going to represent our tens? I see a 5 in the tens place, so that means it's going to be 50. And what about the ones? In 51, it's just 1. Great job. So now let's combine our tens first. The addition sentence for those two tens numbers is going to be 20 plus 50 equals 70. Awesome. Now we can add our ones. Addition sentence for those two is going to be 4 plus 1. What does 4 plus 1 equal? 5. Great job. Just like in our first example problem, we need to bring 70 and 5 together for our total answer. 70 and 5. What is that going to be? 75. Good work, boys and girls. That is our answer. 24 plus 51 equals 75. Adding two-digit numbers when we're working with both place values seemed a little scary at first, but you guys are doing great. Next problem. 18 plus 62. Which strategy should we use now? We can break apart one number. Great idea. We can do it. 18 plus 62 equals blank. We're going to leave 18 alone for now and just break apart 62. If I break apart 62 into tens and ones, what two numbers will I have at the bottom of my number bond? 60 for the tens, because we see a 6 in that place, and 2 for the ones, because we see a 2. Now, let's bring 18 down, because we're leaving that number alone, and we're just going to add together in parts 60 and 2 to our first number, 18. Which one should we start with? I think it's going to be easiest if we start with 2. 18 plus 2, that's going to make 20. Because if I count on 2 from 18, I count up 1 to 19 and a second number to 20. 18 plus 2 equals 20. Great. So now that 20 is going to move down so we can add 60 to it. 20 plus 60. 2 tens plus 6 tens. How many tens is that going to be? Well, 2 plus 6 is 8. So 2 tens plus 6 tens equals 8 tens, which is 80. Great job. One thing to notice about this problem is that when I added my ones, which was 2, to the number 18, it created another 10. So now we don't have any extra ones in our answer, and our answer is just 80. Let me show you what I mean about making a new 10. Let me show you what I mean about making a new 10. And this will happen sometimes when you're adding numbers together. First, I started off with 18. Here you can see 1 10 and 8 ones. That's showing the number 18. Next, I added 2. Just like I added the number 2 in my equation. When I add 18 plus 2, the 8 and the 2 ones create a new 10. So now, instead of a 10 and some ones, I have 2 tens, which is 20. Then, to my 20, I needed to add 60. So let's do that in my picture too. Here's 6 more tens. Since I drew it out in 5 group rows again, I can easily see 5 tens and 3 tens makes 8 tens. And that was my answer, 80. One other thing to point out about this problem is that I started by adding the ones, which was 2. You could also start by adding the tens. Either way, you'll get the right answer. Also, I chose to leave the number 18 alone and separate out the number 62. You could easily leave 62 alone and separate 18. It's your choice. Either way, you'll get the right answer. Next problem, and this is our last one, boys and girls. You're doing great. 55 plus 43. Which strategy should we use this time? We can break apart one number. Excellent. I think this is a good one to practice an extra time. Let's go ahead and do it. 55 plus 43 equals blank. Which number should we leave alone this time? I'm going to choose 55, and we'll separate out 43. If I'm going to separate 43 into tens and ones, what two numbers will I have, boys and girls? 40 for the tens and 3 for the ones. Let's bring 55 down. And which number should we add first? This time, I'm going to do the tens first. So 55 plus 40. Let's count on from 55 up 4 tens. 55 up 1, 65, up 2, 75, up 3, 85, up 4, 95. 55 plus 40 equals 95. Great job. Now, we still need to add something else to that 95. And what is it? Our ones. 95 plus 3. Count on from 95 to add 3. 96, 97, 98. 95 plus 3 equals 98. And that's our answer, boys and girls. 55 plus 43 equals 98. Great job. Let's review our strategies one more time. Here are the strategies we used. We can draw a picture. We can break apart the numbers. And we can break apart one number. Great job, boys and girls. Now you can get to work.